Good morning. So time for a quick look-see at our crops today. So watching some YouTube this morning, the Welkers out in Montana were talking about their wheat just kind of being a little bluish, and that being an indicator that it doesn't have enough water. Seems to be where I'm at, so I think I need to put some water on this. I'm hoping that's not some sort of head scab problem. There's another one doing it too. Anyway, let's move on. Okay, the onions are looking good. Cats are knocking over the heads. Those are pretty much toast once the heads get knocked over, and they've knocked over quite a few. Okay. Beans. Beans, I've got some sort of something going on down here. I need to put some more nutrition on those. So that looks like some flowers. I'm thinking those are going to flower here pretty soon. Beans love to hide, so let me make sure I haven't gotten any yet. I haven't seen any. There's nothing in there so far. The corn is looking great. Really pretty happy about all that. But my sweet corn is starting to do this. That is clearly some sort of deficiency right there that needs to be taken care of. It's not potassium. Potassium goes from the outside in. That is possibly nitrogen, but I'll look it up and we'll get it figured out. This one's kind of doing the same thing. I need to hit these with a fungicide. I absolutely need to do that with the popcorn because it is now at tassel. So our late planted squashes look like they're doing okay. We got our round zucchini. These are not winter squash. These are zucchini. Big one right there. That just needs another day. All right, look at all of these pumpkins going on right here. That, I believe, is a spaghetti squash. I actually didn't pay attention to where I was putting all these seeds, so I don't exactly know what's where, so I won't know until they start growing. Tomatoes are looking great. No blossom end rot. Blossom end rot's usually going to show up by now. I've got a bunch of gypsum left, so I'm going to put down plenty of that. There's a pumpkin. There's another one. That's one that's bloomed out, and hopefully it's pollinated, but I'm going to go ahead and do it myself. Oh, that's not the one I grabbed. So, pretty easy. And there's our bee. But we're going to help out Mr. B. Just get that in there. Perfect. Okay. That should give us another pumpkin. And I got another one there. Good. That one might have gotten pollinated as well. These are mostly, I think, cucumbers. I think those want some heat. Okay, grapes. Grapes are looking pretty good. They could look better. I didn't thin them back. I should have, but I was greedy this year, so I did not thin them back. So what thinning is going to do is that's actually going to make these, it's going to make these fill out bigger, and then I think it gets some of that gone, but actually that might be a nutrient deficiency, I'm wondering. Anyway, okay, so we've got something wanting to get at the apples here, but they don't look too bad. This is about the biggest crop I've ever seen on. That has some gooey goodness in it. Once I see anything like this, this is going in the fire pit. These apples are actually doing really awesome. I saw some fire blight on a couple of them, at least what I think is fire blight. And then my Concords. Alright, Concord grapes. Yeah. See, that's not great. That's okay. I mean, it's something. It's better than nothing. Yeah, look at that. So this was all what I left on this end here. Yeah, look at all that. So not too bad. That's not going to be as nice a crop as we had last year, but it's not surprising considering how much I took off this year. I'm kind of excited about these tomatoes though. I think I'm going to get some gypsum and some micros on that. This time of year you want to kind of avoid the nitrogen, as far as I know. Now I could be wrong about that, but putting too much nitrogen on a tomato encourages the tomato to put on more growth as opposed to putting on more fruit. Happy tomatoes are less productive tomatoes. You want the tomatoes to be actually slightly unhappy, slightly starved for water. They start to want to reproduce at that point. So giving them the nutrients they need to reproduce at this point is the important thing. I don't know enough farmers out there that are sharing information about tomatoes for me to know otherwise. So at this point, I got to keep going with what I've learned from other gardeners. Less nitrogen at reproduction and less water. It wants more calcium, and for taste, it wants more sulfur. And then other micronutrients, probably like boron. Boron is very key to the reproduction stage and for putting on fruit in any plant. And manganese is also going to be important for helping the health of the plant as far as we move later into the year and disease pressure gets greater and greater. That'll help keep the plant healthier longer. I may not like tomatoes, but I do like growing tomatoes. It's a fun challenge. Well, I think that's going to be it for this morning. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. So tonight I'm going to side dress corn, the tasseling corn. There it is. It's right there. I'm going to water the wheat. Then what else am I going to do? I'll put some fungicide on the corn, even some more on the wheat too. I also need to spray the apple trees. Garden's looking nice and green and filling out. Thanks again for watching, and we will see you this weekend.